Right, hello everyone. I'm just a quick one. This here is the new diff for the ARE-1, Ansmann 1 drift car. These are one of the diffs I got out the twin pack for the Ansmann 2. I'll show you. Remember the other one, if you're a follower of mine, you'll know that this one in the car was very tight because it had been wedged up, and as you can see, this is the one out the new version and this is the old one. Right, as you can see, it looks the same. It's got like a double groove on it. I don't know why. It doesn't mean anything, the back one. Yeah, this stuff, as you can see, it's now moving freely, nice and quiet, as you can see. As you can see, it's been moving now. The reason this was doing that was not working well is because of this. Now I put it on a battery because it's a horrible gunky stuff, right? It is. It's like a automotive putty, and this was inside inside the gearbox. It's quite tacky actually. Anyway. The planetary gears are all messed up with this, and word of advice, if you ever get gunky stuff in a gearbox, I recommend using this. Now this dissolves hell and back, but, you can't see it in there, but I'll lift it up. It's CC11. Because of my last job, I used to be a machine driver, driving big diggers, and I used to also drive cranes, so this stuff, Dimex, is great for just spraying into gearboxes. It's very messy. You have to shake it to activate it, like Naboo's shit out of a crap fox. If I just spray it in there, right, you ready? That's it. That stuff turns into proper oil. It doesn't go any thicker. It disappears. It goes like that stuff there, which is, if you can see, it'll come off slightly. So what you do, you spray that on to, I sprayed that onto the diff. I stripped the diff down by taking them 4 screws out, and I found a load of that gunk. I couldn't get the putty stuff off. It was, stay there you. It wasn't coming off easily, and then I realised that, I remember one day I got some tar on the ropes of my RB22 crane face loader, and I remember using that C11. Very good stuff. You can use it for your diffs, you can use it just about anything on the car. It's like it's a heavier gauge than WD-40. It's the next gauge up. It's more an oil silicon, where the other one's more of a mineral silicon. But no, that's just a quick one to show you that, you know, this is the new one I've fitted onto the, I like to call it the Ansmann 1 drift car, because the ARE-1 doesn't sound fucking right. No wonder they didn't sell very many of them. But yeah, as you notice, this is the new one. It's got what they call a single-sided gear. This one is quite weird. It's a lower spur, but there's one of them that side. If you were to show the difference with the, there you go, and then you turn it on like that, so you can work it out, can't you? It's for I paid £7 for 2 new diffs, same diffs that go on the TTO1 slightly, and they're £42. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, but there it goes, just rip off bits. So that's just a quick one, how to get gunk off. Also, somebody asked me what motor did it get and could they see it. Well, I've put the wires on. It's just for tempering, now to get it going, but it's a flux 19 × 1, and it's a competition wind, which means it can run a little bit hotter than standard stock motors, but feel of it, I don't know. I should really stop buying these second-hand motors off eBay, because I think they're causing more trouble than anything else. But this was the one that I actually used for my TC3 when I used to race it. Lovely can on it as well. People take the sticker off and they clean the can off because the can's sexy on it, but I might take it off and just leave the little 19B1 there so I know what it is. But otherwise, you know, £3. Can't really moan, can I? I really need to know the difference between 11-turn motor and what's the best spur and the pinion gear to use, because I like fast speed but also like control, but I like a fast takeoff. Somebody told me to use a 28 spur pinion gear with a 72 tooth, but that means that the gear on the shaft's bigger and you got a bigger one, which means it's gonna be more torquey and all less fast. But I don't know, I can never work out what a 28 pin on a motor, what pitch pinion would I need for the drive shaft. So if any ideas, let me know, I'd be grateful. So I want it to control, but it now acts more like a drift car without the stupid wheels on. I can actually drift it with standard tyres on because it's quite fast. It's not as fast as I thought it would be, but beggars can't be choosers. But I have found a fault on the car. The motor on the motor mount doesn't sit properly. It seems to look like the teeth are off, like the motor's bent a little bit, like it's been hit. So I'm going to strip all the gearbox down, rebuild it and find out if I can redo it. But that's just a quick one. Also, the new drill's doing well, and just an easy one today, nothing special. Yeah, it won't be long before we do our first take of Night Rider, but the weather keeps putting us off. Wish we had a big hole to do it in. So it's nearly all effects anyway, but you know, this will be what we're doing. And why am I doing my hands like this? I'm talking with my hands. Anyway, take care.